Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing very well today. So today's video I'm excited to do because this is a video that I have been wanting to film for a very long time, but for some reason I've always just felt kind of reserved on filming this because I am definitely not a skincare expert. I'm not obviously a dermatologist, but in my personal life, I am constantly asked, what do I use for skincare? People want to ask me how I remove my makeup every single day. People want to ask me how they can combat redness. People want to ask me what sunscreens do I wear and do they work underneath makeup, etc., etc. So I am here today completely barefaced, okay? I'm a little bit vulnerable because this entire video will be me barefaced, but I want to share with you, like, this is what my skin looks like, okay? I have redness, I have residual acne or acne scars, hyperpigmentation, I do have mild rosacea. I'm also very tired today. I took a melatonin gummy last night and I probably shouldn't have because I did not get enough sleep and I'm actually very tired. So I probably look very tired underneath my eyes, but this is realistic, right? This is me, okay? This is me without makeup. I usually come on here and I'm in a full face, I'm feeling my best, I'm looking my best, and today, this is me without any makeup. I just have on my skincare that's been on for quite some time now. So today's video, I'm finally going to be sharing with you my skincare routine. This has been my skincare routine for a very, very long time. I don't know if it's been quite a year yet, but it's definitely been my skincare routine probably for the last 6 months or so. And these are my swear by trusted products. And let's get into it. Firstly, if you are not subscribed to my channel, why not? Please subscribe. It really does help my channel out. Please like this video, please comment, please subscribe, do all of the things that help out my channel. It really does mean so much to me. And also, I will have all of the products linked down below. Some of the links may be affiliated. If you do choose to shop through those links, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. However, of course, like always, there is no pressure. All right, so a few disclaimers and a few things about my skin. Firstly, I do have mild rosacea and I do deal with some acne, especially during my time of the month. I do tend to have normal and / combination skin. It's more normal whenever it's colder months, and then during the warmer months, I am definitely more combination skin because I tend to have oily skin more in like my T-zone, and I do experience more breakdown on my nose and just kind of like in my forehead area. However, even though I do have some acne and texture, things like that, I always want to prioritize hydrating my skin regardless of the fact that I have acne, okay? Hydration is gonna be the most important thing. Another disclaimer is I am not a dermatologist, right? Please, 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 if you have questions, go see your dermatologist. I have seen my dermatologist for acne. However, I don't know, I've never really had much luck with the dermatologist for acne. I feel like I'm always told to get on birth control, and that's just not something that I'm interested in, me personally. And so, yeah, I've tried to just figure out on my own what I can do to help with like acne and things like that. And I have some really great products to share with you. Another disclaimer is just because this works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you, right? All of the things to keep in mind, but let's just go ahead and get into it. I'm going to share with you a morning routine as well as my nighttime routine. So let's get started. So let's start with morning. So every morning, regardless if I literally just put moisturizer on my skin the night before, nothing on my skin the night before, what have you, I always cleanse my skin because with someone who has had experience with hormonal acne, one of the things that always comes up when you look up how to treat hormonal acne, it's always to wash your face morning and night. And so I use this Vanicream cleanser. This is the Gentle Facial Cleanser. I swear by this. This has never dried out my skin. I use this morning and night. So this is also going to be in my nighttime skincare routine. And this cleans my skin, but it also doesn't leave me feeling dry. It doesn't leave my skin feeling tight, nothing like that. I swear by this cleanser. It is so nice and gentle and hydrating and effective at the same time. So I just really, really recommend this one. It's also very affordable. It's under $10. I find this at Target, at Walmart, at H-E-B, which is my local grocery store. It's pretty much everywhere. And it is a really good brand because it's safe for sensitive skin and it does a great job at cleansing. So this is the cleanser that I go in with both morning and night. But for morning, this is what I start out with. Then after that, I usually like to go in with a vitamin C serum. Vitamin C, I don't have too much experience with. I'm relatively new to using vitamin C, and I do feel like it has helped a lot with the overall complexion. So I do like incorporating a vitamin C, and the one that I'm using currently is from Bubble. This is their Daydream Tone and Texture Serum with vitamin C and niacinamide. Now, I don't break down ingredients or anything like that. I just try my best to find things that seem like they're pretty simple when it comes to the ingredients, or at least have ingredients that I recognize, or if I recognize more like soothing and calming ingredients, those are usually some things that I look for as well, because I do have pretty sensitive skin. This is a really nice textured serum because it goes on like a very, very lightweight moisturizer. This is very, very thin. I'll do a little bit on the back of my hand. So it's like a serum, but it's not as liquidy as something like a oil or anything like that. This rubs into the skin so nicely, and I've been enjoying this one. I do think that I like the one from Coco Kind a little bit more because I do feel like I was noticing a little bit more happening with my skin when I was using that one, but this one from Bubble is really nice. I would definitely repurchase this. I would definitely use this one again. Again, Bubble tends to be a little bit more on the more affordable side, so I do like this one. So that is what I go in with for my vitamin C serum, and that's in the morning. Okay, then I go in with moisturizer, and for moisturizer, this is such a basic moisturizer, but I swear by it. I have been using this one for a really long time, and it is from Trader Joe's. This is the Trader Joe's Enrich Moisturizing Face Lotion with broad spectrum SPF 15. I want to say this might be similar to something from like Olay or something. I don't know. This is fragrance free, and again, this does have a little bit of SPF in it. It does have 15. Of course, that is not what I'm relying on for my SPF, but it is nice that this also has SPF in it. But this has the most beautiful consistency as well. This is basically just like a lotion. It's pretty basic, to be honest. Like, I feel like there's no frills with this one, but here it is. It's just like this cream, and basically I just blend it in, and it just blends into the skin, and I feel like it absorbs really, really nicely on the skin. And I've never had any issues with sunscreens pilling on top of this moisturizer. I, of course, have never had any issues with makeup pilling on top over this moisturizer. So this has been my morning facial moisturizer for a very long time, and I really, really like this. And this, I want to say, is only like $6 or $7 at Trader Joe's. If you don't have Trader Joe's by you, I'm really, really sorry, but this is what I've been using and I really like it. So I will most likely be sticking to this one. So this one is my morning moisturizer. Then, of course, I have to go in with my sunscreen, and I have a few that I love, okay? Ones that I use pretty much on the daily are these sunscreens from Hero. I really, really like these. The one that I'm using pretty much every day is because it's expiring in June, is the Hero Force Shield Super Beam Sunscreen, and this has SPF 30. Mine is kind of disgusting, so I apologize. But this one is really nice because it has a little bit of a hue to it, so it's going to kind of color correct a little bit, like in the absolute slightest, but it also is going to give you a really nice glow. So I really, really enjoy this one. I will most definitely be repurchasing this. I use this a lot on my work days because I don't have an office with a window, and so I really don't feel like I need optimal protection whenever I'm at work because, again, I'm indoors pretty much all day long, and when I am outside, it's very, very briefly. I will say now that it's summer and we are already in 100-degree weather, I definitely need to be better at bringing something to apply on my face as I'm driving home because that I'm out in the sun. But for every day and just kind of applying in the morning, this Hero one has been my absolute favorite. And again, this sits beautifully underneath makeup. just a tip in case you were curious, because this does go into makeup application, I wait maybe like 5 to 10 minutes before going in with makeup on top of sunscreen. So I do all of this skincare prep and then I wait 5 to 10 minutes and then I start my makeup process. I don't go in with makeup right away because I like to have the SPF. I like to give it the opportunity to kind of sink into my skin. So definitely that's just a tip from me. If you have time to spare in the morning, definitely make sure you're giving yourself some time to let your skincare sink in. That way, again, makeup will go so nicely on top. And also because with SPF, I want to make sure it's getting absorbed into the skin because I don't want it to be like compromised. You know what I mean? Like I still want that protection. So this is one of the sunscreens. Another sunscreen that's kind of interchangeable. Again, I'm trying to focus on that one I just shared with you because it does expire next month, but is this one from Hero. This is the Force Shield Super Light Sunscreen. This one has a green tint to it. So this one is actually really great for acne prone skin or if you have redness. This is not a like guaranteed like color corrector or anything like that. Like I still see some of my redness peeking through with this one, but it's a lot less than whenever this is not on my skin, if that makes sense. So this gives a very light color correcting to your face. So I do like this one, and Hero is known for like their pimple patches and all of that. So I do feel like their sunscreens are supposed to not break people out. I have not had any bad experiences with Hero sunscreens. So I do recommend this one. I think I still prefer this one over the green one, but I love them almost as the same, right? I love them so much. So this is the other one. This is also SPF 30. So again, really nice for work days because again, I'm not really exposed to that much sunlight in my opinion whenever I am at work. So that is the other one. Another one that I really love is from Beauty of Joseon. This is the Relief Sun, and this has SPF 50. I also really like this one. This is one that I will go in with if I know that I'm going to be getting a lot of sun. The only thing is this is not sweat or water resistant. So something to keep in mind is if you're going to be out in the sun and you're going to be sweating or you're going to be getting into water, whether you're going to be at the pool, the river, the beach, right, what have you, you want a water resistant sunscreen. And a lot of these facial sunscreens are not water resistant. So please keep that in mind. So like this Beauty of Joseon one, I love it so much, but whenever I sweat a lot, this is not the one I'm going in with because again, it is not sweat resistant. These ones from Hero, they're also not water resistant. So that's why I use these more on days when I'm going to work. Same thing with the Beauty of Joseon, or if I know that I'm really not going to be outside that much, I'll go in with this one as well, but I'll have more exposure outside. I'll go in with this one if that makes sense. So those are some of my favorites. I do have a water resistant sunscreen that I use currently. This one is from Supergoop. This is the Supergoop Play Everyday Lotion. This does have SPF 50, and this one is water resistant and sweat resistant. So it does say reapply after 80 minutes of swimming or sweating, or at least every 2 hours. So this one is sweat and water resistant, which is key, especially if you're going to be outside, you're going to be sweating, or you're going to be swimming. This one is definitely the one that I will be reaching for on those summer days, right? I would probably still prefer, if I had the time or the choice or what have you, to order through YesStyle or something, because I would prefer an Asian sunscreen. I just like them more. But this one from Supergoop is doing a great job. It also does provide a really beautiful glow to the skin, and it has worn well underneath makeup. So this one will be my summer sunscreen option for the days that I will be sweating or swimming. So those are all of my morning skincare products. That's it. I'm literally just cleansing, going in with the vitamin C, moisturizing, and SPF. That's it. Nothing too intense, I don't feel. So now let's fast forward. It is late in the evening and I am ready to take off my makeup, okay? So firstly, I am a night showerer. I usually am someone who takes showers at night, so that means I'm removing my makeup at night. And how I do that is I go in with my La Roche-Posay cleansing oil. This is a game changer. If you get anything out of this video, get this. This is so good at removing makeup every single day. So what I do is I don't wet my face or anything. I just pump like 2 or 3 pumps of this onto my hand. I rub my hands together and it literally just melts my makeup off completely. And then I go into the shower and I just wash it off, okay? Of course, when you're taking off your makeup in the shower, you're gonna get some staining in the shower, so just make sure you're cleaning your shower, right? But this is so effective at removing makeup. So I highly recommend this one. It comes with so much product as well. It comes with 13.52 fluid ounces, which is a ton of product. And I use this every single day, and you can see just how little I've used. Now, keep in mind, this is like my 3rd or 4th bottle of this, so I use this so much. But I don't feel like I fly through this either, which is really nice. So yes, this is what I use to get that initial cleanse. And then whenever I'm actually in the shower, I cleanse again. And again, I'm going in with my Vanicream Gentle facial cleanser. Love this stuff. I have one at my sink where I actually wash my face, and then I have another one that stays in my shower. So I do that so I don't have to be going back and forth between my shower and my vanity. So this is one that I use both morning and night. Then after that, I get out of the shower and I'm getting ready for bed. I'm getting ready to do my nighttime skincare routine. And so after I cleanse, I do go in with a toner, and I like something that's hydrating. And so I have been loving this one from Tony Moly. This is the Wonder Ceramide Mochi Toner. I have used so much of mine. I'm running low, but this is very hydrating. This contains tons of ceramides in here. It says that it's nourishing and moisturizing multi-use toner for bouncy mochi-like skin. This is very liquidy. It's definitely not going to be as thick as like a milky toner by any means. This is definitely more like an essence. So what I do is I just pour some in the back of my hand, and then I just rub my hands together and I just literally pat it into my skin. Sometimes I do this 2 or 3 times depending on how much I want to hydrate my skin. And I love it. I do feel truly that this has helped so much with my skin feeling really nice and hydrated. And so I love this stuff a lot. And this, again, is just going to be really good at prepping your skin for anything after that you're doing with this. So the reason I go in with this is because after that, sometimes, not all the time, I go in with my acne serum. But really quickly, going back to this one, this is such a great buy because I want to say this is maybe under $20. This is a Korean makeup beauty product, so it is made in Korea, and you are getting 16.90 fluid ounces. This thing is massive. For reference, this is bigger than this cleansing oil, and I use this every single day, and I go in with so much. So the fact that I still have like some left, even though I've been using this consistently, like it is insane how much product you get in here. Keep in mind, I'm only using this at night, right? So that certainly helps with not flying through it, but I love this. It really does hydrate your skin, and it has tons of ceramides, which are really great for moisturizing the skin. So I recommend this, and I found this at Ulta in case you were curious. Okay, now we're gonna get into the acne serum, and I truly feel that this has completely changed my life. And I am not joking when I say that. I have had hormonal acne for such a long time, and it's been such an insecurity of mine, and I especially have had it on my jawline. It's definitely gotten better. Most of what I have is more of like residual scarring, so my next step is to find something to help with reducing pigmentation, like hyperpigmentation. So Coco Kind is a brand that's definitely on my radar, and they actually have something for that. So I'm probably going to be trying that. I think Peach Slices also has something that's for fading dark spots, so I might try that as well. So we'll see, but vitamin C is also supposed to help with complexion, like clearing out the complexion. But anyways, lost track here. I have been so insecure about my hormonal acne, and nothing was working. Nothing was working. Now, keep in mind, I didn't go as into depth as like looking at my diet or anything like that. I know obviously that has a lot to do with it. I'm sure if I cut out dairy, I would probably see an improvement in my skin, or if I cut out sugar, you know what I mean? Like there's so many different things, but I just am not gonna do that, to be honest. Like I feel like I feel like one thing at a time. You know what I mean? Like I know that I should obviously eat healthier, things like that. I'm not saying don't do that, but like I want to do things at a time. You know what I mean? Like one step at a time. Like let's drink more water. Let's drink more water first, then let's get more sleep, then let's work on your eating. Then, you know what I mean? Like I like to do things gradually and one step at a time, because for me that's just less daunting and it's less overwhelming for me to do it like that. And so anyways, I just tried my best to drink as much water as possible, try to watch what I'm eating, right? Get enough sleep, all of the things, but then also let's take a look at my skincare routine. And so I came across this on Ulta. I was looking at different acne serums and I gave this one a go because I had seen such great reviews for this product, specifically for treating hormonal acne. And I was like, you know what? We'll see, right? We will see. I was very, very skeptical of this product, but it actually worked, okay? This is Coco Kind's Postbiotic Acne Serum. It only has 1.5% salicylic acid. That's actually very unique. I feel like most acne fighting products have 2% or 3% salicylic acid. This only has the 1.5. I do sometimes wonder if that has had something to do with the effects I've had as well. Maybe 2% is just too much for me. Maybe 1.5 is that sweet spot. I have no idea, but this works so well. This is a serum, so it's going to be very, very lightweight on the skin. It comes in a dropper bottle and then it literally just drops on to the skin like that. I am someone who doesn't like to put something intense all over my face if I'm not dealing with, you know, the issues all over my face. So I will just focus this on the places that I need the help, right? So I tend to put some here, I tend to put some here, and then any residual, I kind of tap it on my cheeks, which is where I may have some more texture. I might put it on my nose where maybe I'll get an, you know, a breakout every now and then, or on my chin, or no, my upper lip is where I have breakouts sometimes too. Anytime I have active acne or active breakouts, that's when I'm using this product. So I would say I use this product maybe 1 to 2 times per week. I am not using this every day. I do think if I were doing that, I would break my skin barrier. Something to keep in mind is you have a skin barrier, right? All over your body, you have a skin barrier, and you do not want to compromise that skin barrier. That is why, regardless of the fact if I had oily skin or if I have active breakouts, I'm always going to prioritize hydrating my skin, because that is going to be the most important thing at the end of the day, is hydration and sunscreen, okay? Those things are going to not only prevent aging, or at least try to prevent aging, right? Sunspots, all of the things, but it's also going to protect your skin barrier. And so I always try to prioritize moisturizing my skin. And so whenever I go in with a product like this, I don't want to go in with it way too many times per week, and then I'm compromising my skin barrier. So listen to your skin. If you feel like your skin is always dry and feeling very tight, amp up the moisture levels in your skincare routine, add more hydrating products, add ceramides, add hyaluronic acid, right? Squalene, all of those really hydrating ingredients, and see how your skin responds over the next few weeks. I'm someone who, if I feel like I was out in the sun a lot, I will not go in with an intense serum like this, because I want to first protect my skin barrier, treat the dryness, and then I can treat acne and things like that after that. You know what I mean? And I also feel that keeping a hydrated skin barrier actually really helps with acne anyways, right? So I go in with this about 1 to 2 times per week, and I literally just rub it in and then pat in. Every time I see skincare videos, things like that, I feel like they're patting in their skincare. And so I've tried my best to also do that, because I do think that that's the most effective at sinking in your skincare. So that's what I do. And this has been so beneficial for my skin. I love it. I already have a backup. I purchased it during like the Ulta Spring Haul event, and I love it. And their vitamin C Glow Serum is also really, really nice. That's the one that I was talking about when I was talking about the Bubble Serum. I feel like I'll be going in between this one and the Coco Kind one. But yes, this has been such a game changer. I truly believe that it does treat hormonal acne, but I am so sorry in advance if this does not work for you after you try it. I hope it does, but if it doesn't, I apologize in advance because everybody's skin type is different, right? The way that products work for people is going to be different. So that is what I go in with next after my toner. And something to keep in mind, just like I said with the sunscreen, I let my products sink in. So I go in with this toner and then maybe I'll floss in the meantime, or I'll apply lotion on my body or something, right? I try to do something else so that I can let that toner sink into my skin. Then after that, I go in with the serum. If I'm going in with that night, I let that sink in, and then I go in with my moisturizer. So I have 2 nighttime moisturizers that I've kind of been going in between with. One that I use more frequently is this one from Bubble. This is the Cloud Surf Water Cream Moisturizer. I love this moisturizer so much. It is an airless pump, so you just press down and then it comes out like that. I love this one because it is very, very lightweight on the skin, but I still feel like it does a really great job at hydrating the skin. This is perfect for the spring and summer months whenever it's very hot here, where I don't really feel like my skin is very dry. This is my nighttime moisturizer. I love it. It's great. I feel like it just really sinks into the skin nicely, and it really does feel nice and hydrating. If I'm feeling like my skin needs a pick-me-up, it's feeling very dry, or maybe it's the fall and winter months and my skin is just drier overall, I love the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. I get the fragrance-free one. This one is really, really nice. This is a really nice formula. It's very like whipped and kind of cloud-like in texture. It feels really, really nice on the skin. So this is my nighttime moisturizer during those months whenever my skin is just overall much drier. So I swear by the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. I've used this for many, many years. The introduction of these Coco Kind and Bubble products are very new. I would say it's just been within the last year. So in 2024, I am so impressed with Coco Kind. I'm so impressed with Bubble. I will probably continuously purchase those products. But the Trader Joe's moisturizer and this e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream, these have been standouts for years. Then this is an optional step. I have been doing this a lot more lately because I have it, but if I didn't, it would be totally fine. I don't feel like it's an absolute necessity, but every now and then I like to go in with a facial spray at the very end of my skincare routine at night. And this one is from COSRX, which I found this at TJ Maxx, I believe. And this is the Comfort Ceramide Cream Mist. And so this is like a hydrating essence for your skin, and it really just applies kind of like a setting spray. You just spray it all over your skin, and then again, I just let it sink in, and then I am ready for bed, essentially. So I have this. Again, I don't know if this is a necessity by any means because I don't think that you need this, but it is a really nice way to kind of like finalize your skincare routine at night, and it's only going to add more moisture into your skin, which is always a great thing. But yes, this is what I have currently. I've loved the Tower 28 SOS spray as well. That's a really great one. I really want to try the one from Prequel. I've heard great things about that one as well. But for now, I'm using this one because I have it. So that is everything that I do in my nighttime skincare routine. I did want to mention really quickly, because there are nights whenever I'm feeling very lazy and I don't want to shower. That's often like Friday nights where I don't have to wake up early to go to work the next day or something. And so those are nights that I'm not going in with the cleansing oil. And so what I do instead is I just go in with a micellar water, and I'm doing that maybe like a few times per week, maybe just 1 to 2 times per week actually. This one is completely empty. I love this one. I have gotten this many, many times from Marshalls or TJ Maxx. This is the Simple Micellar Cleansing Water, and it is the Water Boost version. I unfortunately can only find this at TJ Maxx or Marshalls. I have not been able to find this in store like at H-E-B or Target or Walmart or anything. I don't know why that is, but anytime that I'm running low and I'm there, I purchase a new one. I have yet to do that because I feel like every time I've gone into TJ Maxx and I just want this one thing, the line is wrapped all the way around, so I don't want to wait in line. But I do have it on my list to pick one of these up. This is what I go in with again whenever I want to take off my makeup because I don't want to go to sleep in my makeup, but I'm not showering or anything. So I'll just go in with this and a cotton round and just take off all of my makeup completely. And it does a really great job at removing my makeup, but also making my face feel moisturized. It doesn't feel like tight or that I've stripped my skin by any means. I don't do this every night though. Please keep that in mind. I usually do the cleansing oil because it's less abrasive, but a micellar water is good to have in your back pocket. You know what I mean? So those are all of the products. And like I said, I still have skin problems. I don't have perfect skin by any means. I still don't feel like completely confident going like this to work. You know what I mean? But I feel like I'm very, very happy with where my skin is at currently. I feel like I've seen lots of good changes in my skin, and I do think it's because I've incorporated some of these really great products. I think incorporating a vitamin C serum has worked really well for me. Of course, this postbiotic acne serum from Coco Kind has been absolutely amazing. And then these hydrating products like this ceramide toner has been really beneficial. I'm sure adding this mist has also really helped. So I just feel like I've done little things here and there to kind of like play around with my routine just a little bit. I have never just completely started a new routine. I have always just gradually added products and then taken away products. You know what I mean? Like I never wanted to freak my skin out completely, and I don't advise you doing that, especially because you want to be able to pick out what's reacting, right? If you're going in with a completely whole regimen, you're not going to be able to dictate what's working, what's not. So I've been using this moisturizer forever. So I know that if something new were to happen, it's not that moisturizer. I've been using this cleanser forever. Again, if something were to happen, I knew it's not that cleanser. So things like that. Same thing with the sunscreens. Like I've been using these sunscreens for a while. So I know that if something funky was going on, like I'm breaking out or I'm having a reaction or maybe makeup is pilling, I know that it's probably not those products. It has to be a newer product that I've incorporated recently. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was helpful, and I really hope that you take everything that I'm saying with a grain of salt, or at least understanding that these are just my experience with these products. I really, really hope that you try them out and that they do work for you. And if they don't, again, I'm so sorry, but of course this was just my experience with these products. Okay, so before closing out this video, I do want to let you know that I will be leaving a YouTuber's YouTube channel down below in the description box because she has been completely crucial in my skincare journey. I used to watch her videos years and years ago, and she has now basically founded her own skincare line, which is Crave Beauty. I'm sure you've heard of it. And her name is Leah Yu. She is a YouTuber. She's still posting to this day. I don't really watch a lot of her content now, but every now and then I go back to her channel and I reference some of her videos because she is so good at talking about skincare and breaking down ingredients. And she has videos on hormonal acne and basically why you have hormonal acne and what's going on in your skin that's causing that. She's also gone over like teas that you can drink to help with certain things. She's gone over certain calming ingredients, and she also references a lot of Asian beauty skincare, which is absolutely amazing, and it has been monumental in my skin. So I will link her down below because I do feel like there are so many of her videos that I have referenced over time that have really, really helped me understand skincare products and understand what's best for my skin and maybe some things that I should watch out for. And she makes it in a way that it makes sense. Like it's not daunting by any means. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I feel like you can watch these dermatologist videos and I feel overwhelmed. At the end of the day, I feel overwhelmed after I watch that content. And with her, I never ever felt that way. Keep in mind, I haven't watched her recently, so hopefully she's still very, very helpful, but her older videos were so helpful for me. I'm talking her videos from like 5 to 7 years ago. They were so helpful. So I will link her channel down below because again, she's been a great reference for me throughout the years. And she has, again, such a great brand, Crave Beauty. I don't purchase, like I don't have anything actively in my routine from Crave Beauty, but I have thoroughly enjoyed some of the products in the past, but I just currently don't have anything or have a need to add any of those products to my routine, but I do know that it's a very well-loved brand that she founded. So anyways, thank you again so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of my YouTube channel family here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll go ahead and see you in my next video. Bye!